Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is a brief interlude to my Saturn V video build that probably the first part isn't even up yet. I'm building the Revel, get my chair out of the way, Apollo Saturn V rocket, but it's a proper model kit and it takes a little while. So while I was doing that, I actually got distracted, went out and bought the Lego Saturn V rocket. So I'm going to build this now. Obviously it won't take nearly as long, it's not got to be painted or anything done to it. It's quite a nice kit apparently. I know a few people that have built it and recommended it to me. Quite nicely, it's got 1,969 pieces, which is obviously the year it was launched as well. So I'm going to cut this open, get it ready and start building. So see you on the bench in a moment. Right, I've cut the top of the box open and let's see what we got. I think I'm going to need a bigger bench. Right, let's have a look. Now, as this is one of the new, more modern kits, they've nicely numbered all the bags. So the first thing I'm going to do is get bag number 1 and put the rest back in the box. I'll keep 2 to one side as well though, because obviously I'll be needing that next. Right, now enough rustling. With Lego building, I've been building Lego for, basically all my life. And there's 2 basic methods of building Lego that I've come across. The first one is to open up each bag, or all the bags indeed, and get them all divided into neat piles of each bit. And then go through the instructions, and when it says use 3 of these, and sort those out and then make it look just like the picture. That's boring. Who does that? I know a lot of people do that, but I don't normally do that. What I do is basically open up the bag, put it in a pile and then rummage through it for the bits that I need. I don't think it's any quicker or slower, I don't know, but it just seems more fun just rummaging for the bits you need rather than having it all laid out and spending half an hour sorting all the bits out. For this build I'm going to do a bit of both. So the first bag I'm going to do my way. I'm going to tip it all out, pile it up, just a pile of bits, and then build the first bit, the first bag. Second bag I'll neatly divide up into pieces and then build from there, and we'll see how it goes, see which one I enjoy most. I think it's going to be the first one. But before I do that, we've got the instruction manual, which is nice. It's not just a Lego instruction manual. This is Lego Ideas number 17. It's a bit of history as well. It's got lots of pictures of the finished rocket and details about the build, the stages, which again is actually the Lego kit as well. That's quite nicely done. Tells you how it all works. Stages for the journey. That's all nice. A bit about the people that designed the kit. Oh, there you go. It tells you how to do it. It just says put them in a big pile, so I must be right. You can even get a brick separator probably in there somewhere, probably in the first bag or the last one, Right, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, build that bit. 7, 8, 9 and 10, build that bit. You can see that. 11 is just a bit on the front, and 12 is the extra bits. Right, so bag number 1. When I finish bag number 1, I should have those bits sorted. So I'm going to put the instruction manual to one side. I'm going to open the bag, get a big pile of bits and start building. I'm going to do that, open the bag off camera because it's lots of rattly noises and stuff. So I'll see you in a moment when I've got a pile full of bits. Okay, that's all the bits that are ready and out and sorted. I have the removal tool, which it's not like I'm going to make mistakes, is it? Right, and getting to the first part of the build, we start with Let's see, what have we got? Yeah, the right way of doing it. You just empty the bags out and get on with it. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to build the bottom bit. 4 more for the next bit. On there, and final bit is the final bit. So starting on part 1, we need 2 of them. They're big easy bits, they're easy to find, aren't they? Well, the problem with this one is we're building it upside down. That always confuses me. Let's go for that bit. Right, apologies in advance for this method of building, because it's going to mean lots of that. Hopefully not too much of that, but there's definitely going to be some. 3. Could be another one of them somewhere. See, there you go, already. There it is. 4 of them. 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. And 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. We get them together by putting that on top of there. Apologies, can't see. Where am I on camera? From about there. Okay, I'll try and remember where I am, where you can see me, where you can't see me. And I'll try and put the bits on the right way round. It goes on the bottom, not the top. Then that goes in there. So that goes in there. One of them on the bottom. Sorted. 3. And 4 of them, and they go around the edge facing outwards. 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 Right, as I say, I'm going to build this one with the rummaging method. Then the next bag I shall pre-prepare, pile up all the pieces in the less fun way of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on these corners here. And I'll leave it open. I'll see what I prefer and what I like and what seems to be the most productive, and I'll go with that. I might try a couple of bags, you know, either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know, sort of scientifically figure out if it's going to be better doing it one way or the other, and then do it all the way that I like, irrespective of what works out best or worst. Because, you know, it's me. I've got to build things how I like it. I'm not going to put myself through the hell of having to sort all the bits out and do it that way. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. Somewhere of them under there somewhere. 4. Right, now these go together with a little 2 to 1 going on top of that. And that going underneath, easy. So that goes underneath, and that goes on top. Underneath and on top, and on top, and underneath. Right, and they go in between those bits that we've done already. Nice. Then we get the big sides, one of each colour. Very weak at the moment, but I'm sure it will get better. They go starting at that seam, so it goes to the cross there, like that, and that one goes that way. And then, surprise, surprise, the next bit is 2 more the same, going opposite. Right, one of these 2 by 6 thin, and 4 more of those bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume that there are some parts in here that are unique. Lego often have 1 or more special unique bits to each build. The cynical part of me says it's so they can make sure you can have to buy the kit to make the thing properly. The nice bit of me says it's so they want to get things as accurate as possible. So they have to do a couple of unique bits that are gonna, you know, finish it off and make it look just right. I'm not sure which way around it goes. Now Lego have recently, I don't know if it's, I don't think they lost the patent, but I think it ran out, the patent on their interlocking plastic brick piece things. So other manufacturers are now making exact duplicates of Lego, or at least pretty exact duplicates of Lego. I haven't got any. I haven't actually seen any. I've had in the past some other sort of variations of it, the micro blocks and things like that, and the new nano blocks, which are the teeny tiny versions, which are all good fun. They're all good, but I haven't got any of the sort of the unofficial Lego copies. I can't remember the names of them now. They sound a lot like Lego. I can't remember now, but it doesn't seem quite right to me. Let's see, they go on the bottom there and around the other side. Lego's not cheap, at least in the UK. It's not hideously expensive, but it's more expensive than the equivalent model kit would be. I think this kit's just over £100. The Revel version, I think, is like 20. So it's quite a noticeable difference between them. But one's technically a toy and the other's technically a reproduction scale model. But they're all toys to me. You have fun building them. They're still model kits, Lego. Don't let anyone tell you different. It's plastic that you put together. Pretty much a definition of a model kit, isn't it? Right, I can't find a couple of bits. There's one. I want the white version of that. I need 2 of them. It's white. I'm doing it on a green mat. It should stand out, shouldn't it? Ah. See, this is the downside to my method of sorting. There you go. In that there is no method of sorting. Things just come together. You always find them eventually. The box for this is actually not suited to just opening the bags in the box, because I've only opened one end of it and it's not easy to get into. But a lot of the time with the Lego kits you can just get the right way around. I say build it, not build it in the box, but tip the bits into the box, and then obviously if you don't get them all done, they're in the box. But this is obviously not a problem to do a bag at a time. I'm not quite insane enough to open all the bags at once and tip them all into a big pile and go for it like that. I've seen it done. I've seen it done on some big builds on, I think Tested did a Star Destroyer in that method. Just opened all the bags together. It's like, no, don't open all of them. Is that way you're across? 3. I didn't sort out the right number of bits for this. See, I'm getting distracted by talking. I was wondering whether to do one of these Lego builds as a live stream, but considering I saw these bits out, 8 of them. Apparently this build is about 4.5 hours start to finish. And although I did the Metal Earth live stream that was, yeah, all the tops go one way, all the bottoms go the other way. How many have I done? 2, 4, 6, 8. There you go. Yeah, I did the Metal Earth live stream that was over 3 hours, but I don't know if, you know, 4.5 hours of me putting Lego together, because it'd end up being more than that, because I get drawn into the chat, end up having to stop every so often and read things. So I think this is the way to go. If you like it, if you think this build is not just this build, but a Lego build is something you want to see more of, give me a shout, let me know. I'll say do more on occasion, no doubt. If you want to see them as a live stream, perhaps a smaller kit maybe, then again give me a shout and let me know. I won't know until you tell me. If nobody tells me, then I won't bother. But if you like it, then say give me a shout, let me know, tell me these things, talk to me. Not now, obviously, because this is going to be recorded and then uploaded later. There's another one of them. There it is. Right, these go around the outside. I think this is some sort of satellite or structurally something, or not entirely certain. There we go, that's that one. Next bit is the next stage, so I can put that aside for now, I think. Start off with a big base and 4 of the goldy bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now inside the big bag number 1 there was a small bag with these little bits in it. I did just tip all those into a big pile because, you know, you can't be doing separate piles of stuff. That would be too much like organisation. 1, 2, 3, green, another green one. See, this is where I fall down putting on a green mat. There it is. Right, these go around the edge, and then the green bits go on the inside bit. As I say, I'm going to do this bag as the pile it up and rummage. Although there's not been so much rummaging on this one, it's been quite easy. The next bag I will sort and then build. So I've got 12 bags of this thing to do, so I like to mix it up every so often. So what I'll probably do, what I'm thinking about doing at the moment, if you've ever watched any of my builds then you'll know what I think about initially. Hardly ever turns out to be the actual finished plan, but we'll see. What I'm planning on doing at the moment is doing, say, this one now, do the next one as a sort out all the individual bits in piles and build from there, and then I'll probably do exactly the same again a couple more times, but I won't be doing them in real time. I'll film them and then speed up the video or build it in some, you know, I won't be nattering away all the time throughout them, because it's probably, as I say, going to be a 4-hour build, and nobody's going to want to watch a 4-hour video. So nobody's going to want to watch a 2-hour video. What am I talking about? Nobody's going to want to watch a 5-minute video of me. But there are some strange people out there watching. Hello, strange people watching. By all means, please continue to watch. But, you know, I'm sure the majority of people are bored already. So I'm not going to put up another 4 hours of this. Those two, that goes across there. I'm pretty sure most of you are already fast forwarding through to the end to see what the finished kit looks like. Although there's other videos and YouTubes and stuff on there that show you what the finished kit looks like. There's always a couple of bits left over, so I'm expecting there to be a couple of bits left over on each bag. I reckon there's going to be 2 bits left over from this one. Just my gut feeling. Don't know what the bits will be though. There's probably going to be, you know, a dozen, 15 pieces left over from the entire build. Got a big pot of excess Lego bricks, which are nice if you do, you know, lose, because it's always the small bits that you lose. But nearly turned over 2 pages there. That would have been confusing. Right, it's 2 of them and 2 of them. That's the other big bits got to go on, following the colour up to the top. It's a warm one today. I've got the window open, so you might hear the neighbours occasionally, cars going past and dogs barking. Someone close by is having a barbecue, so I can actually smell that, making me a bit peckish. But I build this for my people, so no barbecue for me. One of them, 4 of them. There you go, around the outside of the green bit. Like that, and that goes on the top, and that goes on the top. And that goes on the top. there we go. Bag 1 complete. Yeah, that's going to be a weak point until it's built together. And look at that, 2 bits left over, just like I said. Cool. Yeah, so that's going to be coming apart very easily. But it's starting to look good. You can't see it all on camera if I move it around too much, so there you go. I'll put that aside, out of the way, and get on with part 2, which is looks like it's starting to build the surround around the outside of this. I've got to build 4 of them. So right, I'll get bag 2 open and then start sorting and going from there. See you in a moment. There we have bag 2 opened. So as promised, before even looking at the instruction manual, let's get that out of the way. Let's get things sorted. Now obviously you don't want to put them together because you'll never get them apart again, but actually this is probably a good bag to do this on because there's lots of big bits. The previous bag was lots of little bits, but this being lots of big bits, I don't know if I'm building that just out of camera. I've just basically got a big pile of them now, which I've moved and knocked down. Ooh. Ooh. I say this is a technique that I've not done before, so I'm not sure if I'm doing it right or how it should be done. I've certainly seen some people put bits of the ends together like that to stop them from falling over, but I'll just be careful. Probably building all of these out of camera as well. This is where it's going to get fun because these bits aren't going to be easy to be sorted. Right, they're both the same. Let's put them over there. White bits over this side, why not? Now are they the same or are they different because it's got letters on them? That's the trick. I'll put them over there anyway. What will they all use? I think they've not sent me any essays. Them. Ah, there's an S and A's. There we go. Big piles of them. Yeah, this might work actually. I don't like the idea of this technique, but certainly for this bag, that's brought that pile down to much more manageable arrangements. Let's get the black ones over there as well. I'm not piling them up neatly and stacking them tidily. I'm just getting them all together. I could neat and tidy them all up in lines and nice little squares and lines, but you know, what's the point? Not going to be long before I'm putting them all together. Those bits, those bits. Yeah, I didn't like this method, but it certainly seems to be working for this bag. Although the rummaging would have worked quite well for this bag anyway, I think, as well. That's why I'm going to do it for a couple of bags either way and try things out. You've got to try things out from time to time, haven't you? Try new things, you might like it. And if you don't, you don't have to do it again. Not a big deal. Right, and all of them are the same. So let's get them over that side. And then let's bring back the instruction manual and see. Right, I've got to build 4 of these. So I could have done with bigger space, but there we go. Let's see, so I need 2 of them. But I need 2 of them 4 times. So let's try and build all of them at once. Get them together. Just say together. 3 and 4. Okay, next page. 1 page at a time. I always turn 1 page at a time. Right, so now I need 2 of them, 1 of them, and 1 of them. So 1 of them, 1 of them, and 2 of them for each. Build 3. Get that further out of the way. 4. That's used up all of those bits as well. Right, so on the bottom there we've got that one with those two underneath it. Pretty much like that. With that one just above. Like that. So that's nice and easy. Let's get that built, even with one hand while I'm holding the instructions. Why am I holding the instructions? Let's put them down. Then with two hands I can get it done, perhaps not twice as quick, but certainly quicker. Three of them. And the fourth. Cool. Right, next up. One of them on each. One of them on each. One of them on each. And I bet one of them on each. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and they go. The white one on this side there, with the white one. Oh, use it from the right pile. Black one on that side, with the black one behind it. Nice and easy. So quick. Two. White one this side. Black one that side. Cool. White one that side. Black one that side. Right, now I need an A for each. Two plain. This is where I didn't put them the right way up. It's going to hurt. Let's get two plain for each. There's another A. An S. There's the other A. So then two plain for that one. Two plain for that one. Three black, and that's that for that one. 1, 2, 3. I'll put them down the bottom. Probably out of camera, but running out of room. 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, and they just go up the side with the A at the top. Put the instruction manual down there out of the way. So black on the left, running up the edge. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's that. Okay, so A at the top, with those two next to it. A at the top. But you can't guess what this is going to spell. I wonder if that's why the USA always win these sort of things, because they've got the best name for it. Right, one of each of them for all of that. I can't pick them up. That one and that one, and they go on the front. Interesting. Not from the bottom, just on there. Okay, that's interesting shaping. Let's get the other ones together there. Cool, why have I got them? I must have got them extra from last time. Okay, there they go aside, and I need to build only one of these apparently. One of them. One of them. I like the way that one whole stage of the build is get that one bit. Yeah. Right, one of them, a U and an S, and two black ones. 2, 3, 4, 5 bits, 5 bits, yep. Okay, so that goes there. Get the black ones on the left. The U and the S on the right. Okay, Then 6 of these. Run up the rest of that. 1, 2, 3. And the same on the other side. Then the big plate goes behind. And then we need 2 of them and 2 of them. And they go at the bottom. And they go just above. And now it tells me do 4 of them. Okay, why didn't you tell me to do 4 of them in the first place as well? I figured it probably would be, but that's annoying. So 3 of them I've got to build now. So I've got an S, U, S, U. 2 blacks for each one. That's the end of the black ones of them as well. And the 3 of them. Okay, so let's put them on there again in the middle. Okay, start at the bottom with an S, then a U, with the black bits on the other side. There we go. I'm probably at the edge of the camera there. Sorry if I'm out of shot. That's that. Okay, then we can turn the page again. Then 6 of each of them on each of them. Right, is that going to use up all of these? I should think, probably. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that aside. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that aside. Next one. God, it's like a production line. Just motoring along. That's that. Right, next up. They've got to go on the back. And then it's the white bits. 3 of them. 3 of them. And 2, 3 on each. So again, starting off with those, and that is all of the bits actually. No bits left over on this one. Didn't think there was going to be, because they're all bigger bits on this particular bag. That's that. Last one. Not there. Lower than that. There. Okay. So I've got 4 of them, 4 of them. I've got to put that on the back of there. USA. That on the back of there. And the last one. Okay. Do I get to put these on the other bit? I do. Let's see. How do I know where they go to? Right. They're all the same, so it doesn't matter which side. It goes around there. It's about there. Yeah, the U lines up with the bottom of that, so that goes there. Just knock something off. That was one of the little gold bits. That's alright, I'll put that on in a moment. Get that collected on there. So yeah, that actually goes in quite well. Bottom of that one, it's just all that holds that one at the top. And there's the 3 bits that hold it onto the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that one does actually go in the middle. That's quite nice. There we go. The other 2. On there as well. And that is nicely a bit more substantial now. It's not got that loose bit that's going to be worrying about. And there we have bag 2 completed. Can't stand it up for you because you'll only see the top bit, but there we go. That's that. It's coming together. So bag 3 is basically lots more panels, so I'm going to do that the rummaging method, but without talking. I'll speed it up and put some music over the top or something, but I'll get the bag open and come back and see in a moment. Right, 4 bags down, start bag 5. I'm going to be doing this in my traditional rummaging way again. I'm going to, once again, somewhere through there, stop talking and cut it down to sort of fast forward through as much as I can. Doing 4 of these, which are going to basically fill in the little blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I'll do this one, let's say in rummaging, and then bag 6 I shall sort, and probably do the same for 7 and 8. I'll do one of each. I don't know, the sorting is, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The actual sorting out of the pieces is a bit boring, but it does make the build a little bit faster. Not wildly faster, but right, 3 of each of these 4 times. There's 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, so the grey goes on top of dark grey goes on top of the light grey, and then the whole thing clips on top of that. So we can put the light grey on the bottom, and the dark grey on the top. That's the other way of doing that build. It gives us one of them. So let's get all of those done. Right, yeah, I'm going to fade away now and let you listen to something different, and I'll be back later in the build. and we have the final bag. All in all, I enjoyed the build. I think I still prefer the rummage method rather than the individual bags. The one concession I will make is when there are little bags inside it, I put them separately. So I've got lots of pile of little bits and then a pile of big bits. So, but yeah, I can't be sorting out all the bits in between. I tried it, I didn't like it. And look at these. They're not minifigs, they're micro figs. They're great. They are, I say, a bit larger than the 144 scale, but not by much. I mean, look at that. That's pretty impressive. I like them. The kit itself, obviously coming along, the last bag. I'm just going to build that now. This is the last bit at the top, and then the lander and the escape capsule thing. So let's get on with this. I'm going to do this in real time again, so you know, I'll just mumble quietly to myself as I'm building it, because you know, you've had enough of the quiet time. Hopefully you've had enough of the quiet time. I'm sure I'll find some more of Fox's music to put over the top of it, but I can't even find a bit now. What about for rummaging? I'm looking for one of them. All these big bits, they're just too big. Can't see stuff for the big things. Let's get some of the big stuff moved out of the way. But it's under there. No, it's not under there. There it is. There you go. That goes on the top there. Then we've got two of them. That's one. The other one's got to be in there somewhere. There it is. They go on top. Then we've got these bits go around the edge. Which way around? Opposite to those. Right, one of them and one of them go on top again. This is the main sort of command module thing. The oh, got four little bits that I don't know what they are. These might be the first sort of unique bits. Little flowery bits. That's strange. Okay, there's one. Two. Oh, it's getting the right way around. They've got to face upwards. 3. One more of them. There he is. 4. Okay, then the white nose cone goes on the top. That's that. It wasn't on right because I could feel it. There you go. That's on there. Now the little gun bits, there we go, all of these. What we've got to put them all together. Right, as we were before the interruption, the little gun pieces. 3 of them go together 4 times. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and they will go onto there facing outwards. Cool. And on top of that goes one of them. That's the tricky bit, because these are all wobbling around a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do that the other way around. Let's put them in there first. The other end's going to be easier to line up than that one. Yep, much easier that way around. Okay, that's that. Then we've got one of them. One of them. That goes down the top. Okay, big long one and a little bit. That goes on the top of that. That goes on there, and then we twist the whole thing round. What? We can't twist the whole thing round because... twist all the individual bits around. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, I like that. Right, underneath we've got a couple of those bits to play with. Can't see them. There we go. One of them. Get it the right way around, so it's that way, not the other way. That goes in there, and the thruster goes in the back, and that is that bit completed. Let's put that aside. Right, not sure. Oh, it's making 2 of them, so we're doing 2 of them. So we've got that and 6 of them. 1, 2, 3 go together, but we've got to do this multiple times because we're doing 2 of them. So we do 2 lots of them and then another 2 lots of them. 3, 1, 2, 3, and they go onto the bottom there. Cool. There's 2 of them. Next page. They go underneath there. That's really nice. I like that. So the thruster's actually under there, even though you can't see it under there. And that goes onto the top of this. That is almost impossible to show because it's just huge now. I'll have to grab some pictures of it to put on the end of the video because I don't know that I can video that like that. Then we have a little display base to make. So we've got that, 1 of them, 2 of them. Let's get them in the right places. One goes there, and one goes in the middle. That goes on the middle. That apparently then goes off to the side. And don't use that for a little while. 1 of them, 4 of them, 4 of them. 4 of the little gold bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 306, 307. They go on like that. So there, 2 on the ends, 3 and 4. And they go on the edges. I assume this is the body of the lander, the Eagle module. Right, more gold bits. What have we got? 1 of them, 2 of them, and 4 more of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we take that, we put those 2 on top, and that going off over there, and we make 2 of them. Bang, 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 and they go. Where do they go? Oh, facing inwards, like that. Cool. Next up, just 2 more of them. Go on the outside there. Okay. Definitely getting there now. I can almost feel the end. Two of those. That goes on the top. 4 of the slopes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go on the edges. Cool. 2, 3, and 4. Right, then we've got one of those in the middle. 4 claws, 2, 3, 4 claws, 4 of the telescope things. 3, 4, and 4 of the round ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, the round ones go on the end of the telescopes. 3, 4, and the claws go in the ends of those. Okay, and they'll go out from there. 3, 4. Next page. Looks like I'm not using that for a little while either. Right, lots of little sub-assemblies on this one. One of them and one of them next to each other. 2 of them to hold them in place. Okay, 2 of them on the top of that, and 2 of them around the sides. Okay, 2 of them on the top, not that one, not that one, that one, and then 1 of them on the middle, and 1 of them on the top of that. Okay. There we go, 1 of those, 2 on top of that, another 1 of those on the top, and that goes on there. Okay, then we've got 1 of them goes on there, 1 of these half shaped things on there, and that goes on the other side. Cool. Then we've got the one with the picture on it. Let's get this the right way up. That goes there, and that goes on the bottom there. Cool. And then that goes on the top. Starting to look like it. And that goes on top of there. Then the legs fold down. And then we have the flag, which is really cool. It's just on a little 2x transparent thing. And we've got a couple of the guys can stand on there. That's nice. I like that. That's just all it needs to be. Right, then we've got to make the water landing. 1 of them, 1 of them. Obviously not central, this one. It's just got to go off to the edge, which is quite interesting. And also difficult to line up. Can't figure out which side is which. There you go. Okay, then we've got the actual landing pod, which has again got a decal on it already. Post under there. It goes on there. No, it doesn't. There it goes on there. Sort that out there. Okay, right, we're putting the last few bits together. That one, I've got the little balls, little inflatable bits that stop the whole thing from sinking. And on one side is 1 of them. That goes on the top. Don't know if that actually locates on the top. Does that go? Yes, it does if you put it on the other way up. There we go. And I wonder what all these were going to do. They make up the ring that goes around the edge. That's cool. I like that. So just get all these clipped together. was going to say I've still got lots left over, but I'm just looking at the next page. It's the little gantry things that hold it all together when you're laying it down, which I probably won't be doing, but I will do for the sake of the build anyway. So that's that, which goes around the edge. That's nice, I like that. The little details are really cool. Right, we've got one of them. Blue one goes on top, and that goes on there. Okay, then we have 4 of those, 4 of those, and 4 of those. So we've got 2 go through, and 2 of those, and 2 more on top. So yeah, that's the bit that's very confusing. It gives you what to use, but 4 of those for that one, and you're making 2 of them. Only 2 of those for that one, but they tell you 4 of them, so sort of misleading instructions on some of these. That one there, 2 more of them, those 2 on the top. No, they don't go on the top, sorry, what am I doing? So it is right, it's 4 of them, and that's correct, because that's all you need, because that goes in the top there. Okay, sorry Mr. Lego, I'm reading too much into the instructions and looking at pictures and making up my own stories. So we get those on there, and that goes on the bottom there as well, and then that goes onto the top there. So I think that's one gantry thing, and I've got to make 2 of these. So that's where the other 4 of them comes into play, and all the little red bits. Okay, so we've got, they go in the top with those 2 going across, and they go in the top, that goes across there. Get them down fully and get the right way up. There you go. Right, now let's make this one properly, shall we? That in there. That in there. Those across the top. And that across there. And that is it completed. Right, we have some bits left over on this one, quite a few actually, more than the others, but there were more little pieces in there, a couple of extra little spacemen guys, which are really cool. I like them. Okay, right, so we have one completed build. I've got the escape capsule and the module, which I think does actually go inside the top if you take it apart properly. Let's just have a quick look at the last picture and see if it says yeah, one in the middle, one at the end. So those 2 on this end and that one at the other end, so you can actually lay it down with that supporting there and the others supporting the rest of it, but I won't do that right now because I'll try and get a picture of it. But apart from that, I'm really happy with that build. I like that. Let's take that top piece off and then we can see. I like that. That is really nice. That lander does actually go in there apparently. You can fold the legs in. It sits on the top and actually goes in there as it would in the actual module. So the one thing that doesn't fit together is the escape pod thing, which is actually this piece, I think, because that's the section that would come apart, and you've got the thrusters there. So this is like the heat shielding around the outside of that. When it comes back down to land, that's what they use. I'm more than happy with this kit. I recommend it to anyone. It's not cheap, but it's a lot of bits. It's a substantial build, and all the sections have got little engines and thrusters and things on it. So yeah, very good. I enjoyed that, and as I say, would recommend it to anyone. There you go. That'll even go on there, sort of. So I'll get some pictures up of the finished build, and thanks for watching. See you soon for another model kit.